I actually don't know how to start this video. This is the wildest thing I have seen in a long time, and I have no idea how to talk about it. Okay, let me just start by saying a while back I made a video about Blippi, right? He's this kid's entertainer. He's got a lot of subscribers, billions and billions of views. Kids watch him all the time. Parents swear by him. But something about him just, I don't know. It didn't sit quite right with me, so I decided to make a video about him. Turns out, yeah, there is something not quite right with him. I'm so disturbed that I literally, normally I hold my microphone in my hand, but I put it down today, because this story makes me so animated. I just want to gesture. That's how fired up I am. And no one's talking about this. This is wild, and no one's talking about this. So earlier this month, people started sending me an article on Twitter. They started linking an article to me. And the article was so wildly titled that I was instantly like, this isn't real. The title of the article, it's Kids YouTube star Blippi regrets the viral video in which he poops all over his friend. Yeah, it's not real. There's no way this is real. That's what I thought. I didn't even click on the article to check. Kids YouTuber pooping on his friend? No way. Then I started looking into it. So I started to investigate. I had to get to the bottom of this. As disgusting as the truth was possibly going to be, I had to know for a fact, with my own eyes, that this happened. So I started checking Twitter, right? And people there were talking about it like it was real. And people were saying, I've seen it, it's disgusting. But the original article came from BuzzFeed. I don't really trust BuzzFeed. To me, they're not the most reputable news source. Like if it came from CNN, I'll put some stock into it. BuzzFeed, it could be like an Onion style article, right? Where it's just fabricated. Everything's fabricated and it's a joke. The BuzzFeed news article has this line: in a hard R twist, in a 2013 video that BuzzFeed News has viewed, Stephen Blippi John takes an explosive diarrhea on his nude friend's ass in a truly shocking rendition of the Harlem Shake meme. Here's the kicker to the story. He didn't just poop onto his friend. He pooped onto his friend's butthole when his friend was naked, willingly receiving the poop. It's not like his friend was sleeping and he was like, hey, I'm gonna poop on my friend. That's like a Jackass style thing, which is really gross. That's one thing. But no, his friend was bent over and Blippi shot poop into this man's butthole. I know. It's not true, right? There's no way that this is real. Yeah, just a quick spoiler alert. Turns out it's real. I've seen it. We'll get there. Yes, I did make a gross out comedy video when I was in my early 20s, long before I started Blippi, John said in a statement to BuzzFeed News. So when I originally saw this article, you know, sometimes The Onion has articles like this and they have fake quotes, but the quotes are usually there to enhance the comedy. Like they're saying something crazy, outlandish in the quotes, so it's so far from believable, but that's like the humor. But the quotes that Blippi has in this article is like, yeah, I'm ashamed of it, and I don't want people to see it. That's like the extent of Blippi's quotes in this article. So I started to think that this was real, alright? Then I let a few days go by. Checked it again on Twitter. Just typed in Blippi, see who's talking about it. Shockingly few people are talking about this. This man, who is in charge of entertaining your kid, is pooping into other men's assholes. So I checked Twitter a few days later, and one person uploaded the video to Twitter. And I watched it with like one hand over my eye. You know, I was like watching like this, so that I wouldn't have to full on see it. And yeah, it's true. Everything that this article mentions is true. I can't show you the video. One, because you're welcome. You know, you don't need to be scarred by this. But two, even with the article, he sent them a cease and desist letter so that they can't post the video. But take it from a skeptic who believed that there was no way that this video existed. It exists. I have witnessed it with my own eyes. Let me just set the scene for you. So he's in the bathroom. He's standing on a toilet with a bike helmet on. Because safety first, I guess. I don't know. Someone else is lying down with their butt in the air. And then poop comes shooting out of Blippi's butt onto the naked man's butthole. And everywhere else, too. There's poop everywhere. And as soon as I saw it, my questions shifted from, is this real? To, how did this get made? Who came up with this concept? How did this friend agree to get pooped on? Did Blippi just text his friend, hey man, I'm trying to make a video. Can you come over later tonight? And then his friend's like, yeah, sure, man. What kind of video are you trying to make? Then Blippi's like, well, I was thinking that I would stand on a toilet and then poop on you, and you would be naked, lying with your butt in the air, and then my poop would splatter all over you, specifically your butthole. Then Blippi's friend is like, okay, what time do you want me there? How do you agree? How do you agree to this? See, this was Blippi's thing, right? Before he was doing kids content, his goal to make it as an entertainer was to do gross comedy. In fact, he had a whole different persona called Steezy Grossman. And he had a whole website. The website no longer exists, but the original article from BuzzFeed News has a screenshot of when the website was up. Apparently, he made a trailer for a movie called Turd Boy. And I'm not going to show you this because it's still so gross, and I'm, like, a part of me, just a real small part of me, hopes I'm not going to get demonetized for this. Because, like, I'm not showing anything. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna get demonetized. But it looks like the guy is made of poop, and he's kissing a girl, and then there's like poop all over her mouth, and she's like, you know, and as he's trying to kiss her. And it's a trailer for a movie. So that was Blippi's thing, man. He was gonna be a gross poop-related entertainer. Now there's still support for Blippi, because there's the argument that it's not illegal, and everyone that was involved consented to this. How you consent to getting pooped on by another man. But like I said, there's people saying, this is stupid. My son loves Blippi. I don't really care if he was childish and boorish years ago. He didn't hurt anybody, and my son learns a lot from him. I also did stupid shit years ago, and I'm now a mother. People grow up, no one was hurt. I've never had anything but the impression that Blippi genuinely enjoys creating content for children. He's creative and fun and good at what he does, and he has visited my area, so has introduced me to kids' activities I didn't know about. The article just makes me see him as a person who once did stuff when he was young and dumb. Who didn't? I have never pooped into a person's butthole. Yeah, me, I guess. But since found his niche and is doing something much more worthwhile with his life and creativity. From doing the literal grossest thing I can think of to making kids content, that's kind of a big switch. It just doesn't make your content seem genuine. Like, you will literally poop. You will projectile poop onto another naked man if it gets you views and money. So where does that leave us? I don't know. Like I said, when I originally made the Blippi video, something just felt off to me. And I guess now we know. He's really, really into poop. He likes pooping on other people. He made a trailer for a movie about, I guess, he's made of poop. He's got some weird fantasies. Possibly some weird fetishes. I would argue that he doesn't have the greatest decision-making skills, since he was a man in his 20s who decided to build an empire on poop. A poop-pyre. And like an empire that's made of poop. I don't know. In a perfect world, I don't think it would matter all that much, you know, because I think his content now is pretty tame. Parents swear by him, but I don't think we should just leave him to his own devices. He's got to be monitored. Parents got to be monitoring what their kids are watching, and I know a lot of parents don't do that. They just give their kid the iPhone or the iPad, and they just let them go watch whatever they want for a few hours. And should Blippi's videos start declining in views, do I trust him to not do some shock value thing? Not really. All the people who were at the end of 2018, they're like, thank God this year is over. We get a fresh start, a clean slate. Guess what happens? 2019. Men pooping in other men's buttholes. Where are those people, man? Where are the people? Are they now saying 2019? We need 2019 to be over? On to 2020. 2020 is the year we figure it out. Because I'm telling you, this story stains 2019. It stains the whole year in a brown color. Let me just say again at the end here, I don't think Blippi should be canceled. I hate this whole cancel culture. I do think this goes beyond making a simple mistake in your past. This is one of the most disgusting things I've ever had to see. and I did it. I literally sought this out so that I could 100% make sure for a fact that this happened. And I can tell you, don't go looking for it. Trust me on this. It exists and it's real. Don't go watch it. Don't go try to find it. Blippi has tried to scrub it from the internet, but I found it. And I kind of wish I hadn't. But I just knew that if I was going to make this video, I needed to know for 100% certain that this is true. And it is. Blippi, I'm watching you. Don't do any more weird stuff, okay? At least just don't do it on camera. If you want to poop on other men's butts in your free time and it's consensual, hey man, do what you gotta do. Just don't put it on camera for me to see, okay? It's a weird fetish though. I would talk to like a psychologist about it, because that's really weird. If you guys want to watch the original Blippi video that I made, I'll put it on the screen there, and then on the bottom I'll put my movie commentary series, which is pretty funny. Occasionally. That's gonna do it for today. I'll be back very soon with another video, so stay tuned to my channel and buy my merch. No, I don't have merch.